Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we are going to be doing a WWE SummerSlam review. So I don't know if I'm going to be making this a regular series, but that's not why you're here anyway. But, sub if you want to see that. Comment down below, leave a few comments. See if you want to see that on the channel in the future. So, I really want to go over the pre-show because I only watched the Miz Taraj and Hardy Boys match, Hardy Boys and Jason Jordan, of course. I watched the finish of both the other matches, but I wanted to skip ahead to the main show because I came a little bit late and I just wanted to see that. So the first match of the night, is the John Cena versus Baron Corbin match. I really don't understand why they did the finish. Of course, John Cena going over cleanly over Baron Corbin. It's difficult to say. A lot of people have been saying it's the social media stuff, how he was being shit to a few people and just being a real asshole, really. Sorry, that could definitely be a reason why. But I don't know why they did that, because he's still a member for the future. He's still a rising star and he still has a really bright future. They could have just said, don't do this. It'll have repercussions. Delete those tweets or whatever, and just get on with your day. But obviously it's not that simple in WWE, so, I guess Baron Corbin had to pay for it in the manner that he did, with John Cena going over cleanly over Baron Corbin, even though John Cena is going to be going over to Raw, so it's really weird. I mean, I guess John Cena is a big star, and, you have to have your happy ending in SummerSlam, don't you? But we didn't really today, but we'll go over that later. So next match was Natalya versus Naomi by submission. I thought this was really weird, and, I constantly asked myself the question, why has Natalya got the gold? Doesn't make sense. Natalya has such a boring personality and character, and Naomi kind of has it's kind of boring as well, but, she has that whole glow thing going on. It's just more exciting than watching Natalya. Just her character, her wrestling is really good, but her character is just lame, But oh well, at the end of the day, Natalya beat Naomi by submission. It didn't really seem like Carmella was ever gonna cash in. They didn't really tease that at all. I guess Natalya wasn't really injured that much, but I don't think Carmella will be cashing in on Natalya. Mark my words. I'll probably get that wrong, but we'll see. Next match is the Big Cass. The Big Cass. I went to say the Big Show, then I said Big Cass. Defeated the Big Show with Enzo Amore suspended above the ring in a shark cage. So, if you guys have seen that match, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to imagine it in your brain, but I'll try my best. So, during the match, Big Cass is just kind of beating down on Big Show, showing his dominance. And there was a moment there where Enzo Amore looked like he was going to get out a few times, trying to get out, but he did eventually get out. But Enzo Amore, he took off his pants. That is the best way to put it. He took off his pants, got some, I don't know what it was, was it oil or, I don't know, I think it was oil, and he rubbed himself with that and got out of the cage because he's that skinny. This was genius, but the way he got out, was just really bad. See, I kind of liked it, but it was bad at the same time. So Enzo Amore, he got out of the cage. Looked like a moment he might have jumped on Big Cass, but he decided to go the other way, jump off the other side and just get booted right in the face by Enzo. He got booted in the face by himself. Got booted in the face by Big Cass and, just died, really. He just died. And then Big Cass goes over cleanly over Big Show. That's fine and all, but you make Enzo Amore look so bad. I don't know. I don't know what WWE are trying to do. Maybe punishing him again. Maybe SummerSlam was just the pay-per-view for punishing people for various reasons. Because we had Baron Corbin, then we had Big Enzo. And later on we had Rusev. So, the next match on the show was indeed the Randy Orton versus Rusev match. So we just had, Rusev blindsiding Randy Orton and just beating him down, and then to get back in the ring, bell goes within 10 seconds. Randy Orton has won the match. Basically, as soon as the bell goes, Randy Orton hits an RKO, and that was it. Just burying Rusev. I've heard people say online that it might have been punishing Rusev, or it might have been Randy Orton going cleanly over Rusev because of the stuff he had to endure with Jinder Mahal. But yeah, without a doubt, I don't know what they're trying to do with Rusev, but without a doubt, I think they're trying to bury him. He's lost to John Cena and Randy Orton, so not a good few months for Rusev, but nonetheless. So next was another surprising change of titles on the show. It was Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. Well, Sasha Banks going over Alexa Bliss with the bank statement. So she locks in the bank statement. I think after a few bank statements, actually, I think she went into another. I can't really remember the finish of the match that well, but I know it was by the bank statement, but I think there might have been another bank statement kind of thing before that. But yeah, so Sasha Banks makes Alexa Bliss tap. I kind of thought Nia Jax would be involved, but ended up not being the case. And Sasha Banks goes over cleanly again to Alexa Bliss. We'll see if Alexa Bliss can regain the title, or if there's some kind of segment between Sasha Banks and Bayley somewhere down the line. So next we had the Demon King versus Bray Wyatt. It was a fine match. It was alright. There's a few spots that have been really cool. The finish of the match, I really like the finish. But I don't understand what they're trying to do with Bray Wyatt. They really are just burying a lot of people, because it's such weird booking with Bray Wyatt, because he's getting wins over Seth Rollins twice in a row, and then he's losing. I guess he lost to Finn. He lost to Finn now, but he beat Finn last Raw. So it's really interesting what they're trying to do. But 50-50 booking. I don't agree. But, Bray Wyatt did get a stint with the tag titles and the WWE Championship. So, he's a good wrestler and all, but I don't understand why they're doing this to him. Booking him in rivalries against people that are just going to go over him. Because now it's just not a big deal if Bray Wyatt loses to someone, because everyone knows it's coming. But yeah, so next we have probably one of the matches of the night. Well, definitely not the match of the night. That'll be coming up later on. It is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins defeating Cesaro and Sheamus. This was a great match, a lot of good spots, and the finish was just great. Seth Rollins hitting that what's it? I forgot what he did at the end. It was a I forget what the move's called. But he did that really cool spot, and Cesaro goes into Sheamus, knocks him down. Seth Rollins hits a few super kicks, hits a massive super kick on Seth Rollins, on himself. He hits a massive super kick on Sheamus, and then does that knee, the Kenny Omega knee. That'll be the best thing I can kind of relate it to, because he stole it off Kenny Omega pretty much. But yeah, so we had he did that, and then gone into the Dirty Deeds and 1, 2, 3, and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose the new Raw Tag Team Championship. So a lot of titles changing hands tonight, but I think they were all kind of justified. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are the hottest thing right now at Raw, but maybe the hottest thing on Raw, I should say, because we'll talk about the main event later on. So that was a really good match. It almost went for as long as the WWE Championship match, which I think was really fair, and because they just did really great. And they really meshed well in the ring together, both teams. And I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't be upset to see this matchup again. I'm sure they will, with Sheamus and Cesaro getting that title opportunity again if they want to, which they will. Obviously they will. I don't know if it will take place at Raw or at No Mercy, Wait, I'm not actually sure if No Mercy is a Raw or SmackDown pay-per-view. I'll have to look that up a little bit later. But AJ Styles defeating Kevin Owens. So as you guys have probably have guessed, Shane McMahon getting involved, kind of getting involved, with, shoving Kevin Owens, goes into a pin. Of course, he gets a 2 count, and Kevin Owens kicks out, and then they do that phenomenal forearm spot, and then finish off with the Styles Clash, 1, 2, 3. So, by the looks of it, I think they're leading to a Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. Obviously, that spot with Shane McMahon with Kevin Owens kind of looks like they're going to do that, but I'm not sure what AJ Styles is going to do. Maybe someone like Sami Zayn could step up and versus AJ Styles. Hopefully, that'd be a really cool match. They might even do Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. We'll see, though. We'll see. So, one of the 2 WWE Championship matches of the night, Jinder Mahal defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. Took a lot of people by surprise because Jinder Mahal, I guess it wasn't a clean victory. The Singh brothers getting involved, and Shinsuke Nakamura hitting the Kinshasa and taking down both of the Singh brothers. Jinder Mahal comes in, hits his finisher, and wins against Shinsuke Nakamura. So I think the betting odds were heavily favouring Shinsuke Nakamura. I kind of thought Jinder Mahal would always win. I had that, I don't think I really cared. I wasn't really too invested in the storyline. So I kind of didn't care if Jinder Mahal defeated Shinsuke Nakamura or not. But, I like Jinder Mahal. He's fine. It's good to have a heel that's actually winning. Because in the night, Baron Corbin and Rusev both lost. So it's good to have a heel actually winning at a pay-per-view for once. I guess Bray Wyatt beat Seth Rollins at the last pay-per-view, but, So the final match of the night was easily the best of the night. They had so many really cool spots. Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe. They put on what I reckon to be easily the best match of the year. Arguably, some people might say Usos versus New Day, but this match was just amazing. So, Brock Lesnar, he had some really cool spots with Braun Strowman, where Braun Strowman power slammed him through 2 tables and then threw the other one on top of him. Brock Lesnar getting stretch it out. Later came back in, got back in the match. Didn't hit any F5s at that point. But, Braun Strowman came out of this looking really good, really amazing. Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe, not so much. But Braun Strowman, definitely, he is going to win the Universal title one day. It's written in the stars. He's amazing. I love him. He's just easily just the best big man I think we've ever seen in wrestling. Andre the Giant, maybe. There's a few, but he's definitely up there. Brock Lesnar, at the end of the night, there was a spot where I thought The Undertaker might come out because that was heavily rumoured. Of course, there was a photo of him going to in the airport on a plane, going to the SummerSlam event, or so to say. I don't know if that image was fake or not, but ended up not being true. Of course, that spot with Roman Reigns being when he dropped Brock Lesnar with the Superman punches, I think there was 3, and then was preparing to hit the spear. I was really hoping I just hear the dong, but ended up not coming to fruition. But at the end of the night, Brock Lesnar hitting the F5 on Roman Reigns when he goes for that spear and pinned him cleanly. I mean, I don't think you can't pin someone cleanly in an Extreme Rules match. But this was a really amazing match. Really cool spots. All of them coming out really strong. Braun Strowman, I think, came out the strongest, I'd say. But so much prestige has gone to that WWE Universal title. And it's easily the better of the 2 championships on Raw and SmackDown, Jinder Mahal and Lesnar. I guess both of them retaining is a good thing. But, part of me wanted Braun Strowman to win, or Braun Strowman or Samoa Joe to win the Universal title from Brock Lesnar. I kind of thought Roman Reigns would kick out of that F5, but at the end of the day, all of them looking really strong. And without a doubt, this was a really good pay-per-view. Mid-card, maybe not so much, but I know a lot of people are talking about it, but if you have a really good final match of the card, it's the thing that engraves your mind onto if or not, the pay-per-view was good. And without a doubt, this pay-per-view, it impressed me. Like, there was a lot of things that I didn't think would happen that happened. Like Randy Orton beating Rusev, John Cena beating Baron Corbin. A lot of the titles I didn't expect. I think all of them I didn't expect, actually. So that was interesting. But this video has gone on for way too long, and I need to edit this down and upload it really quick. So I'll see you guys next time. Follow me on twitch.tv/NitroBobcat. I am going to be streaming a lot more often. I just got to kind of fix my internet a little bit and get a better mic, and then it should be good. Alright, catch you guys next time. See ya.